And Legion of Everlight, we're playing 15. This is a 15-point Legion of Everlight. Big guy is a carnivore, which is a heavy war beast. Then this is the Warcaster, which is Thargoth. And then these are shredders. 4 shredders.
Okay.
Alright, so my 15 points, I'm using Gordon, 2 gunners, or 3 gunners, and 2 drillers. Okay.
So here we are rolling for a turn. Ray rolls a 3, and I roll a 1, so he chooses to go first. And I should mention that this is actually only my 3rd time playing Warmachine, and my first ever time playing against Hoards. So there's some tactical errors that I make during this game, but you'll see them as the battle progresses. So basically his first turn, he's moving everything up, running, and now he's going to cast Fog of War on everything in range. And then for his next spell, he's going to cast Tenacity on the War Beast. So he's got Fog of War active and Tenacity. And the little guys are casting Tenacity on themselves. So my turn, I don't allocate anything. Basically, I just move everything forward, and I don't want to run or anything because I want at least a turn to shoot. So I kind of want to bait Ray into coming at me. Now I do spend 2 focus. And I put Strength of Granite on my driller there. The idea is to just upkeep it as the battle goes on, but I do forget to upkeep it because I end up spending most of my focus on, well, you'll see when it comes up. So Ray's turn here, his turn 2, and one of his beasts goes Rabbit, and the rest of them are running forward here. And he casts Tenacity again on himself. The War Beast moves up and actually gets in range for his breath weapon. And he hits my little gun buddy. And he's boosting his to hit roll. So he needs an 8. And as you can see there, just on 2 dice, he already rolled 9. And then for damage, so he actually does 8 points of damage to me, and the rest of the moves he's going to continue to move up and cast Tenacity, so he's boosting his defenses, getting ready for my turn of shooting. Now as Warcaster moves up, and I believe at this point he casts Tenacity or Blessing. He casts Blessing on him, on his War Beast, and then he gets a free spell of Spiny Growth. So basically, he's getting ready for the ensuing combat. Now I charge in on my turn, and I wish to focus. And I just barely get a hit on him. And I do enough damage to kill him outright. So just trying to clear the way, just trying to kill some of the little guys. So basically now I start using focus to to fire on the little guys. Now my first shot misses, and the second gun bunny is going to target the same little beast. I rolled the boxcars there, so obviously I hit. And because I'm using focus, I can actually, with one focus, I'm boosting the hit and damage. So he does take a few points of damage there. So I decide to move up my other gun bunny and fire at the damage. I think they're called shrieks or something like that. They're the little beasts. So again, using the focus to boost, to hit and damage, and I kill it outright. So I've killed 2 little beasts, and my plan is to get those guys out of the way. Now I'm going to use, as I position my warjack there, I move my caster up, because at this point I'm going to use his feet, which is landslide. So the idea is I'm going to pop my feet, and I'm going to push his war beast back. It gets a little shaky here as I'm looking for stuff, but I'm measuring for range here, and I actually get one of the little beasts as well. So I pick the table edge of his deployment and push his beasts actually 8 inches back. So my brilliant plan here was to stall the inevitable and move his beast back. That way I can continue taking pop shots at him as he moves up. So here we are in Ray's turn. He's gonna check for that. I mean, basically he's leaving Furion so his beast can go rabid, and he's rolling for a check. So with his other beast, he'll actually make it into combat. So now we have some combat going on. So he successfully hits the gun bunny, and then he's gonna do five points of damage to my gun bunny. So now activating his Warcaster, and the Warcaster charges up. Now here's where the tactical error was made. When I popped my feet, I moved my Warcaster up to make sure I was in range, but I left them exposed. So on Ray's turn, he's going basically all in, using his breath weapon, and he's going for the assassination run here. And he boosts the he boosts the 2 hit, and he barely hits me. He rolls a 13 on 3 dice. I know I didn't catch that, but at that point I was just really into the game, so sorry about that. So that's tactical mistake number 1. So now he's boosting damage. So I take 8 points from the attack, 8 points of damage. So I'm in trouble here. So he's got a lot of fury that he can use to cast ranged attacks at me. I do have 18 hit points, but so he's going to use another ranged attack here. So he's burning his fury here. He's down to his last token, and so he's considering using it to boost damage. Now he's kind of hitting himself in the head because he was debating whether or not to boost that attack, and because he didn't boost the attack, I have 1 hit point left. So here I am with allocating focus here, and I've got 1 shot at killing his caster because my caster only has 1 point. So on my turn, I start by activating my Warcaster, which is a big mistake. I take some pop shots, which both miss, so that's mistake number 2. So now I start using the focus on the gun bunnies to again boost my to hit and damage rolls. So even though my Warcaster had failed, with the boosted attacks, I hit the Warcaster. There's my roll right there. Trying to get it in focus, but again, I'm sensing that I can really get at him. Then I roll damage and I do 7 points. So right now I'm thinking I've got a pretty good shot at still pulling this off, because I still have a second shot there from a gun bunny, which I used to boost as well. So before I charge in with the driller, basically I activate another gun bunny and take another pop shot. Really want to soften him up before I get that charge, just to make sure he's going to die. So I roll my 8, which I hit, and I do 11 points of damage. Now, because he still had that one that one token, he transfers wounds to his war beast, so it actually saved him, because the damage roll I had would have basically ensured that he would die. So I burn a focus to charge in, and now my 1 shot here is going to be the drill attack, which I fail. 4 on 2 dice. Unbelievable. So at this point, I'm using the grapple attack, which the grapple attack hits. So kind of dreading that I didn't charge with the Warcaster, as you can see, because then I would have a backup attack there. The grapple attack actually does some damage. I believe it does 5 points. Yes, 5 points of damage to him. And I do have that last remaining focus, which I can use to make another drill attack. So the chance, I burn the focus and I roll, and it's a miss. So my best plan has gone to waste here. So desperation time for me. I start by moving my war jack into combat there, and just pretty much outright kill the little guy. Now I'm shooting my last gun bunny to see if I can do any damage. I'm shooting into combat and miss. So at this point, Ray is feeling really good. He moves his war beast in for the kill. Now it does hit my warjack first, so he actually misses the warjack, and he boosted the hit. So he hits, and this is the final roll. All he has to do is beat my armor, and it's game. And I'm out. So I hope you enjoyed this battle report. Like I said, I made some tactical mistakes, so live and learn.